Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered if ancient monuments hold secrets written in the stars? For thousands of years, people across the world have gazed upward, searching for meaning in the constellations. But what if the answers to some of humanity's oldest mysteries are not just above us, but also etched into the very stones of our greatest monuments? The Great Pyramids of Giza align almost perfectly with Orion's belt, a cosmic clue from a civilization obsessed with the heavens. This alignment isn't a coincidence, it's a deliberate design, a message from the ancient Egyptians to the universe and perhaps to us. These pyramids aren't just tombs, they're a map of the cosmos, reflecting the sky on Egypt's sands. Imagine standing in the desert thousands of years ago, watching the same stars rise and set, and realizing that the very ground beneath your feet mirrors the heavens above. Despite lacking modern technology, the Egyptians achieved an alignment so precise it still astounds experts. Their knowledge of mathematics, engineering, and astronomy was far ahead of its time, raising questions about how they acquired such advanced skills. Were they simply skilled builders, or did they possess a profound understanding of astronomy? Some believe the priests and architects of Egypt were also master astronomers, using the stars to guide their every decision, from the placement of temples to the timing of rituals. This puzzle invites us to look beyond the stones and into the stars. It challenges us to see the pyramids not just as monuments but as messages, bridges between earth and sky, between the living and the divine. By aligning the pyramids with Orion, the Egyptians may have created a stargate, a spiritual machine to help the king's soul ascend to the heavens. In their mythology, Orion was linked to Osiris, god of the afterlife, making this alignment a sacred pathway for the pharaoh's journey beyond death. As we explore this alignment, we uncover a lost chapter of human history, when our ancestors saw their destiny written in the stars and built it in stone. The pyramids stand as a testament to a time when the boundary between earth and sky was thin and every stone was a step toward eternity. The Giza pyramids, built over 4,500 years ago, are true giants of history, enduring testaments to the boundless ingenuity and ambition of humankind. Rising from the golden sands of Egypt, these monumental structures have fascinated travelers, scholars, and dreamers for centuries, their silhouettes etched against the horizon as symbols of ancient power and mystery. The Great Pyramid of Khufu, the largest and oldest of the trio, once soared as the tallest man-made structure on Earth for over 3,800 years. Composed of more than 2 million limestone and granite blocks, each weighing several tons, its construction remains one of the greatest feats of engineering ever achieved. Flanking Khufu's pyramid are those of his successors, Khafre's, which appears taller due to its elevated foundation and the remnants of its original casing stones, and Menkaures, the smallest but no less significant, each pyramid reflecting the legacy and vision of the pharaoh it was built for. Together, these pyramids form a grand necropolis, a royal burial ground for 3 generations of pharaohs, their families, and their courts. The Giza Plateau became a sacred landscape, a place where the living honored the dead and the divine. Contrary to popular belief, these wonders were not built by slaves, but by thousands of skilled, respected Egyptian laborers. Archaeological discoveries reveal that workers lived in nearby villages, were well-fed, and took pride in their craftsmanship, dedicating years of their lives to this monumental task. The precision of their work is astonishing. The sides of the Great Pyramid align almost perfectly with the cardinal directions, a feat that required advanced knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and careful planning. Even today, the accuracy of their alignment continues to baffle experts. These monuments have endured for millennia, weathering the relentless passage of time, natural disasters, and human activity. They stand as silent witnesses to the rise and fall of countless civilizations, their stones holding secrets of a world long past. The pyramids are more than just stone, they are a living link to a culture that believed deeply in the afterlife, in the power of the gods, and in the importance of leaving a legacy that would last for eternity. Their walls are adorned with hieroglyphs and carvings that tell stories of faith, hope, and ambition. When we gaze upon the pyramids today, we are not just looking at ancient tombs, we are witnessing the dreams of a people who dared to build for forever, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire awe and wonder in all who behold it. Now let's turn our gaze skyward to Orion, the hunter, one of the most iconic and easily spotted constellations in the night sky. For countless generations, people across the globe have looked up and found comfort and wonder in Orion's familiar shape, tracing its outline among the stars. Orion stands out boldly, its pattern instantly recognizable even to those new to stargazing. Its stars form a striking figure, evoking the image of a mighty hunter striding across the heavens. At the heart of Orion lies Orion's belt, a straight line of three brilliant stars, Alnitak, Alnilam, and Mintaka. These 3 points of light have served as a celestial signpost for humanity, marking the way through the darkness. For millennia, travelers, sailors, and nomads have relied on Orion's belt to guide their journeys. In the vast deserts and open seas, these stars offered a sense of direction and hope, connecting distant lands and ancient cultures. These stars are not only massive and luminous but also incredibly distant, yet their brilliance pierces the night, making them impossible to miss. Their light, traveling across unimaginable distances, reaches us as a reminder of the universe's grandeur. To the ancient Egyptians, Orion was far more than a constellation. They saw in its stars the presence of Osiris, the powerful god of the afterlife, rebirth, and eternal order. Orion's place in their mythology was profound and deeply spiritual. The myth of Osiris, his death, resurrection, and reign over the underworld, formed the very foundation of Egyptian beliefs about life, death, and what lies beyond. Osiris's journey mirrored the cycle of the stars, disappearing and returning each year. Pharaohs, considered divine themselves, aspired to join Osiris among the stars after death. They believed that by aligning themselves with Orion, their souls would ascend to the heavens, becoming eternal and shining forever in the night sky. When Egyptians gazed at Orion's belt, they saw not just a constellation, but a symbol of their god, their king, and their own hope for immortality. The stars became a bridge between the earthly and the divine. For them, Orion was a celestial destination, a place where the soul could find eternal rest and glory, far beyond the reach of mortal life. The connection between the pyramids and Orion's belt is more than just an astronomical curiosity. It represents a spiritual journey, a deliberate alignment of earth and sky, of human aspiration and cosmic destiny. The stars above were not merely distant lights. To the Egyptians, they were gateways, portals to eternity, guiding the soul on its final voyage. The pyramid's precise alignment with Orion's belt stands as a testament to this ancient vision, a deliberate, awe-inspiring link between the world of the living and the promise of the afterlife, written in the stars themselves. Compare the Giza pyramid's layout to Orion's belt. The similarity is striking. Khufu and Khafre's pyramids form a diagonal, just like Alnitak and Alnilam. Menkaure, smaller and offset, mirrors Mintaka. Even the pyramid's sizes reflect the star's brightness. The alignment isn't perfectly north-south, but skewed to match Orion's belt as it crosses the sky. This as above so below design suggests the Egyptians saw a direct connection between Earth and the heavens. By mirroring Orion on the ground, they created a sacred space to harness the star's power for the pharaoh's journey. The Giza plateau becomes a stage for the drama of death and rebirth, with the pyramids as cosmic props. This alignment is a celestial blueprint executed in stone. The Orion correlation theory proposes that Giza's pyramids were designed as a terrestrial map of Orion's belt. The Nile running beside the plateau represents the Milky Way, a cosmic river. The theory suggests the most perfect match between pyramids and stars occurred around 10,500 BC due to the precession of the equinoxes. Mainstream Egyptologists dispute this, citing lack of evidence for such early civilization and dating the pyramids to 2,500 BC. Critics argue the alignment is coincidence or a later symbolic choice. Proponents believe the plan was conceived in a mythical golden age, Zep Tepi, and passed down for millennia. Whether coincidence or legacy, the theory casts the pyramids as a message from a distant, possibly advanced past. To understand the pyramid's alignment, we must look at Egyptian beliefs about the afterlife. The pharaoh was a living god, destined to join Osiris after death. The pyramid texts, ancient religious writings, describe the king's ascent to the imperishable stars, and to Orion. The Great Pyramid's mysterious shafts point to Orion's belt and Sirius, linking the king's soul to the gods. These star shafts may have been symbolic pathways for the pharaoh's spirit. The pyramids were more than monuments, they were resurrection machines designed to propel the king to the heavens. Every aspect of their design served a spiritual purpose. By aligning Giza with Orion, the Egyptians built a stairway to the stars. their divine king could watch over his people for eternity. The cosmic connection was uncovered by engineer Robert Bauval in the late 20th century. While stargazing, Bauval noticed Orion's belt's offset pattern matched the Giza pyramid's layout. Teaming up with Adrian Gilbert, he explored ancient texts and pyramid shafts, finding references to the pharaoh's soul journeying to Orion. Their 1994 book ignited debate and fascination worldwide. The discovery didn't come from archives, but from a moment of wonder, connecting heaven and earth. This insight transformed the pyramids from tombs into a celestial map. Sometimes the greatest secrets are hidden in plain sight, waiting for a curious mind. The story reminds us that a fresh perspective can reveal new truths about the past. The Giza-Orion connection is a blend of fact and mystery. The pyramid's layout matches Orion's belt, and Egyptian texts link the constellation to Osiris and the afterlife. The star shaft's alignments are measurable facts, but did the builders this cosmic map? There's no direct evidence, no blueprint or inscription confirming the plan. The 10,500 BC date is controversial. There's no archaeological evidence for such early construction. Theories of a lost civilization or ancient blueprint remain unproven. We're left with a tantalizing puzzle compelling clues but no final proof. The mystery invites both skepticism and wonder, keeping the debate alive. Was the pyramid's cosmic alignment a deliberate act of genius, or a grand coincidence? The matching layout, sizes, and offset seem too perfect to dismiss, suggesting deep astronomical knowledge. This view elevates the Egyptians to cosmic architects, encoding their beliefs in stone. Skeptics argue for coincidence, noting the lack of direct evidence and our tendency to find patterns. Perhaps the layout was practical, and the resemblance accidental. The pyramids keep their secrets. Whether star map or accident, the mystery endures. They force us to ask big questions about the past and our place in the universe. For more history mysteries, subscribe and keep exploring the secrets of the past.